A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. In this video you will know about the journey of Muslims from the Battle of Badar to the conquest of Makkah. The story begins when the moon shone brightly over the Arabian desert, casting a silver glow upon the small yet determined community of Muslims in Medina. The believers, led by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wa alihi wa ashabihi wasallam, had left behind their beloved homeland Makkah after years of persecution. But the struggle was far from over. Their faith would be tested again and again through battles, sacrifices, and unwavering trust in Allah. Their first test was camp at Badar. The Quraysh of Makkah, furious that Islam was flourishing, marched with an army of 1,000 men fully armed. The Muslims, on the other hand, were only 313, poorly equipped and lacking in numbers. Before the battle began, Abu Jahl, the leader of Quraysh, stood arrogantly before his army and declared, "This is Youm-ul-Furqan, the day of decision, the day when we will separate truth from falsehood." Little did he know that Allah himself had already called this battle Youm-ul-Furqan, as mentioned in Quran, but not in the way he imagined. It would indeed be the day truth triumphed over falsehood, but against him. As the battle neared, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wa alihi wasallam raised his hands in deep supplication. "O Allah, if this small group is destroyed today, none will be left to worship you on this earth." And Allah answered. Rain fell, making the desert firm for the Muslims and slippery for the Quraysh. Angels, unseen by human eyes, descended from the heavens, striking terror into the hearts of enemy. In the miraculous victory, 70 Quraysh warriors were killed, including their leader Abu Jahl, while only 14 Muslims were martyred. As Abu Jahl lay dying on the battlefield, Abdullah ibn Masud raziyallahu ta'ala anhu stood over him. The man who had once mocked Islam now lay helpless. "Have I killed the worst enemy of Allah?" Ibn Masud raziyallahu ta'ala anhu asked. Abu Jahl, even his final moments, sneered, "You have climbed a difficult place, O little shepherd." His arrogance never left him, but neither did his falsehood survive. The man who had declared Badr as Youm-ul-Furqan met his humiliating end, and Islam's light shone brighter than ever before. This battle was a turning point. It proved that the Muslims were not weak and Allah was with them. After that, the Quraysh, humiliated, prepared for revenge. A year later, they gathered an army of 3,000 and marched towards Medina. The Muslim, numbering only 700, took position on the slopes of Mount Uhud. The battle began in the favor of Muslims, but a critical mistake changed everything. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has placed 50 archers on hill, instructing them not to leave their post. However, when they saw the Quraysh retreating, many left to collect the spoils of war. Khalid bin Walid, who was still a non-Muslim at the time, seized the opportunity and attacked from behind. Chaos erupted. The Muslims were struck with heavy losses, and even the Prophet ﷺ was injured. His helmet crashed into his face. his street teeth broken. But despite his painful defeat, the Quraysh did not march on Medina. Allah tested the believers but did not abandon them. After 2 years later, in 627 CE, the Quraysh, along with their Arab tribes and Jewish allies, formed an army of 10,000 to completely destroy Medina. The Muslim, only 3,000 in number, had no chance in an open battle, but Salman al-Farsi, a companion from Persia, suggested digging a trench around Medina, a tactic unknown to the Arabs. The trench proved to be an great barrier. The enemy camped out for almost a month.